when the questions turned toward me. The tavern was in Manchester, not far from the river where the old brick mills stood steady against time. Outside, the Merrimack moved slowly, reflecting streetlights like thoughts you hadn't yet decided to keep. Inside, the tavern was warm in that honest, earned way. Wood worn smooth by years of elbows and stories. A fire that didn't show off, it simply stayed. I was setting out cups when the traveler arrived. She carried a small notebook, edges softened, pages well used. There was a curiosity in her eyes, not urgency. She chose a seat across from me and waited, giving the room time to settle. Alex glanced up from his corner, raised an eyebrow with a quiet, "Good luck," and went back to listening. "I've heard your stories," she said. "Tonight I was hoping to ask the questions." I smiled. "That doesn't happen often." "That's why I'm here," she replied. "Everyone comes to you for wisdom. I want to know what it's like to carry it." The fire shifted softly, as if leaning in. "Very well," I said. "Ask." She opened her notebook. "Do you ever get tired of being the one people lean on?" "Tired," I repeated. "Yes. Burdened? No." She looked up quickly. "There's a difference," I continued. "Being leaned on is only heavy if you forget you're allowed to rest, too." Alex nodded once, approving. "Do you ever worry," she asked, "that your words won't help, I mean?" "All the time," I admitted, "but wisdom isn't measured by results. It's measured by sincerity." She paused her writing. "I don't speak to fix," I said. "I speak to sit beside. What someone does afterward is their own becoming." She hesitated before asking the next one. "Why this tavern? Why not teach somewhere louder?" I glanced around the room. The low light, the steady fire, the quiet. "Because people don't open their hearts when they're being rushed," I said. "They open when they feel safe." Outside, the river kept moving, unconcerned with applause. "This place," I continued, "exists so questions don't feel foolish, so silence doesn't feel awkward, so no one has to perform their healing." She closed her notebook gently. "Last question," she said. "Who listens to you?" I didn't answer right away. Alex finally spoke from the corner, voice calm. "I do, when the room is quiet enough." I smiled at that. "I listen," I said, "to the fire, to the road, to the spaces between words. Wisdom doesn't only come from speaking, it comes from paying attention." The traveler smiled, not writing this one down. "Thank you," she said, "for answering honestly." "And thank you," I replied, "for asking gently." If you're listening, you don't have to have the answers to ask good questions. You don't have to be loud to be heard, and you don't have to carry wisdom alone. Sometimes the bravest thing is letting the lens turn back toward you. The traveler lingered a moment longer, tucking her notebook away as if it had received exactly what it needed. Outside, Manchester hummed softly, bridges lit, water moving, the city breathing in its own steady rhythm. Alex gathered his cup and gave a small, satisfied nod. Good questions leave echoes, he said. They're meant to, I replied. She stepped out into the night, lighter than when she arrived, carrying curiosity instead of conclusions. The tavern remained, listening as it always does. My friend, the lanterns will remain lit and the fire will be warm, even when the door closes behind you. Return whenever the road feels heavy or when your heart seeks quiet company. Carry what serves you and leave the rest by the hearth. And know that this place and these words will wait patiently for you. Until then, travel gently and let the night watch over you.